Hello, guys. Today I talk about why the Prestige should be free to streaming because today I just realized it's no longer free on streaming. So I will yap for 30 minutes about this very, very important topic. Starting right now with the first reason why it should still be on streaming because it's the Prestige. That's the first reason because it's so awesome. I love that movie so much, and everybody loves that movie. And I don't know why both Disney Plus and Peacock decided to get rid of it at the exact same time. So now I can't watch the movie anymore. Number two, the opening monologue is very, very tough with Alfred the Butler from Batman saying the like three parts of every magic trick has to be peak and stuff. It's very beautiful, and I love it very, very much. This makes me sad that I won't be able to hear it without paying $4 on Amazon Prime. Number three, the cast is very peak. As I said, you got Alfred the Butler, but then you also got Batman and Wolverine and Black Widow, and they're all in the same movie. So it's very, very tough. Also, number four, the story is muy bien. I love that story very, very much. The plot twist at the very end is number five. That is one of the best plot twists I've ever seen in my life. It's very muy bien as well. I love the plot twists because it's very good. But then number six is the other plot twist because there's like five plot twists in this movie. The entire time, it's like one plot twist, two, three, four, five. It's like one after another. It's very, very tough. Number seven, the cinematography is muy peak. It's also very, very good cinematography because it's Chris Nolan, and that's why it's number eight, Chris Nolan. Went Chris Nolan all over this Chris Nolan film because everything about it just screams Chris Nolan, and that's what makes it really, really good. Also, because number nine, it came from a book, which means that I'm not watching it and rotting my brain out because it came from a book, so I can legally say that I've watched something that came from a book, so it makes me feel intelligent. Number 10, there's cool science stuff in the movie as well. The science stuff that makes a guy teleport from one place to another. That's very, very peak. I like the teleportation stuff. The teleportation stuff is very, very good. I like how you teleport all over the place. Like the Wolverine, he like teleports from like here to here in one scene, and it's very tough. And then he shoots himself. That's number 11. Whenever somebody shoots a gun, it's like very, very tough because it's like really, really quick and it's not drawn out except for the one scene at the end. But like he shoots the gun and it's like pew. It makes a cool sound, which is number 12. The sound in the movie is amazing, which leads to number 13. The soundtrack of the movie is amazing as well. It keeps very tough emotions. At the same time, it'll give you very sad emotions. When Wolverine's wife dies after drowning in a tank during a magic trick, that's a very, very sad part of the movie, and it made me want to die too. I started crying, totally. Um, oh, shootings. Discord is opening. No, get away. No, 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 no. Bye. Shoo. 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 Back to the video now, guys. Number 13, unless I already said 13 already, then 14. Number 14, why this movie is very, very good, is because the script is muy tough. I'm not talking about the screenplay. That would be number 15. But the script being at number 14 makes it very tough. Every line is a banger in this movie. Even the lines that sound kind of weird are absolute bangers. But then number 15 is the screenplay, how it goes from one point to another point. It's also muy bien. I like saying muy bien a lot. I think it's pretty cool, just like how I think the Prestige is pretty cool. And they should keep it on streaming devices. And that's why I'm making this video, so I can convince all the bums out there to keep it on streaming devices, because I love the Prestige a lot, and everybody loves the Prestige. Number 16, foreshadowing. Very, very, very tough. You don't realize this when you first watch the movie unless you're like some detective super genius, like the guy from Knives Out. But we're not talking about Knives Out. We're talking about the Prestige, and I love the Prestige. But anyway, the foreshadowing is muy bien. In this movie, it's very, very, very tough. They foreshadow like 18 million different times about what the plot twist at the end is going to be, and you still don't know. It's not like some other movies like Shutter Island, which is like also a very good movie, but you can kind of guess what the plot twist is going to be. This movie, you can like never guess it, even though there's like 50,000 different hints, like the stuff with the bird and like where's his twin, and like the kid cries. That was very sad, but it was also very good foreshadowing. The like I you love me today, but you didn't love me yesterday kind of thing. That's very tough because it actually is two different people. It's muy bien. Um, Number 18, the relationships here. You can see a lot of relationship dynamics, and I think that's pretty cool. You can see like romantic relationships. Also, I don't know what numbers I'm skipping around on. If somebody in the comments can tell me how many times I screwed up what number I'm on, like I'm just not focused right now because I'm LARPing through, not LARPing, but just yapping for 30 minutes about the prestige, and I've got too much prestige in my mind right now to think about numbers. But speaking of numbers, number 19, the science is very cool. Even though it's not real, you got big boy scientist Nikola Tesla, and then whatever his assistant's name is, it's Andy Serkis, but I don't know what his assistant's name is. But yeah, that we're gonna say number 20 is just the plain choice of getting David Bowie to be Nikola Tesla because he's David Bowie. So you wouldn't really think that he'd be the greatest actor, but he's like one of the best characters in the film besides like Borden and then Danton. This is a great Danton, even though it's definitely not his name. It's Angier, by the way. But oh yeah, number 21, Great Danton. What a great nickname. That's an amazing nickname. Even though it's simple, it's elegant and classical and very prestigious. You see what I did there? Like I said the movie. I said it there. Number 22, they don't have cringe moments like that. What I just did there. There is no cringe moment in this movie. Even moments in the movie when you think it's gonna be cringe, it's not. So that's pretty cool. Completely different sidetrack here. Number 23. Uh, Obviously, Christian Bale plays two guys the entire time, so that's pretty cool. And it's pretty awesome how he's able to pull that off with the makeup and design. That's number 24, by the way. Makeup and design in this movie. So very, very good. Well done and very, very cool. But then number 25, too. Angier it's two people. Hugh Jackman also plays two people. They didn't find a look-alike. It's the same. It's Hugh Jackman two times. So that's pretty freaking amazing how you have two incredible actors like that who are known for superhero movies who got together to do this movie. So I think that's pretty, pretty, pretty cool right there. Um, Number 25, I like how this movie is very editable. You can make edits out of like almost any scene of this movie because every scene is just like, mm, mm. Every scene of the movie is so great. I love it so much. And it's so amazing. I love this movie. Please, please Disney or Peacock or even like Prime Video, make it free for me. Or even YouTube. YouTube's been doing that lately. They make movies free, but they won't do it with the Prestige. It's very sad. They made Oppenheimer free on Peacock, but not the Prestige. They took it away. They took my precious. They took it away. Speaking of my precious, though, famous line from Lord of the Rings and stuff. This movie is very quotable. That's number 28. I don't know if I already said that, by the way, but like number 28. It's a very quotable movie. Not just including the monologue, but like, are you watching closely? That's like, I love that quote so very much. It's 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 muy bien. It's very good. Now, number 29. One thing that kind of annoys me a little bit is that this movie isn't very memeable, but I think that's good because there's movies that are really really good that are very memeable, like Whiplash. But I think it's a good thing this movie isn't very memeable because it makes you like just realize how much locked in it is. You know, like Whiplash is memeable because that one scene is so absurd, but the absurdity in the Prestige is also incredibly absurd, but not to the point where it is memeable. So I think that's very tough. How it's a serious movie, but like there's never a part of it where you're like, this is too serious. Like the whole time you're fine with the seriousness. Like I think that's very tough. One. Uh, Okay, there we go. We're no longer glitching. Number 29. I really love the ending of this movie. So I think it's interesting. Like, obviously, Borden or Christian Bale's guy, he wins in the end because he, like, pew-pews Angier and stuff. And I think that's pretty tough how it, like, comes out of nowhere. I think that's one good part about the ending. The other good part about the ending, I think, is that there's, like, even though Borden wins, he doesn't really win. Like, his wife died. His brother died. So like it got to the point where like he didn't care if they died anymore. He just had to beat Angier. The level of dedication to do something like that and go through all that pain, insane, insanity. But then also number 30, Angier had some insane dedication too. He went to Colorado for like 2 years to figure out Borden's trick, and he was actually able to do the teleporting man. Like really, like no magic or like no magic tricks or anything, just magic, actual magic, like Harry Potter stuff. um Number 31, the whole like obviously it's like 1800s 1900s London, but it doesn't feel fully like it. Almost feels like a little bit steampunkish in some parts, and I think that's really really cool. But then even when it's not steampunkish, number 32 or 32 on this list, like the whole movie, every set just looks great. It looks good the entire time. I love how good it looks all the time. God, why yapping this much about a very good movie is very exhausting, and it warrants water breaks from time to time. But anyway, let's think of another thing to say. I don't even have to think of other things to say because I know it right off the top of my head. Number 34? Number 33, I skipped 33. Number 34, I love Borden's daughter in this movie. She's just so adorable. She never did anything to anybody. And she's so cute. She is so cute. She is so lovable. I love her so much. She is like, and she doesn't even have to do anything crazy in the movie, but she still pulls off like a great performance. And then number 35, his what would it be, his nephew, I guess. I don't know. Whoever his wife is with, like her nephew, step nephew. I don't know. All the kid actors in this movie are very good, and there's only two of them, but they're very very good, and they do really great jobs. Um, let's see. I already said sound, but I think I'll bring that up again. The sound is pretty impeccable, especially like one thing I think is really cool with the sound is the very end. Like when it's very, very like crazy music at the end, when it's repeating the thing that happened at the beginning, and then like the last word, like when Alfred the butler says "gone," like something something like that. I don't know what he says. He says something, and then everything cuts out, and it's only that word that you can hear. It's so tough. This movie is so tough. Why did they have to remove it? My beloved Prestige. I will pray. I will pray to any god ever. I will pray to any god ever, just so they can put this movie back on Prime or like Peacock or Netflix, wherever they put it. Please, 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 guys, just hear my begs of mercy. This is all I ask from you. It's all I ask. Please, please, please. Anyway, numero treinta seis. So that's 36 in Spanish. Aha! Costuming in this movie is very tough. I think I already said the design of the character's face and makeup, but I never said anything about the costumes. The costuming and design of everybody's clothes in this movie, it's very good, obviously. Like any Chris Nolan movie, I know a lot of people complain about the Aussie and stuff, but I think like obviously all those movies look great because they're IMAX, but people don't give credit to the costumes sometimes, and that's especially true in the Prestige. Like all of like the 1800s, 1900s London attire, it's all time accurate, but that also looks fine as hell, boy. It all looks very, very tough and very, very peak. Now, going on to number 37, I like how after watching The Prestige, you can kind of connect aspects of it to other movies. Like, of course, you can connect the time jumping thing to other Christopher Nolan movies, but like, you can also connect it to Ed Norton's The Illusionist, another banger movie, by the way. But, like, they came out the same year. They're both magician movies, and the twist at the end is everything is not as it seems. So that's pretty cool how you can connect it to stuff like that. Um, Going back to actors again, I think number 38 or 39, something like that. I think this is one of Michael Caine's best performances. And like when I was watching the movie for the first time, I really loved his character, but I also thought it was really interesting at the end when you're like, he's playing both sides. Like, it's very interesting. Like, you can't really tell in the moment, but the whole time with Angier, you're thinking he's with him, especially at the end. It was like, I knew you'd get me a place, I knew you'd get me like somewhere I can perform, but then at the end it's revealed that he's helping Borden all along. What? He just like did like a 180 flip on Wolverine right there. And I think that's pretty badass. I think that's very, very tough. Quick side note, Michael Caine is also that one spy car in Cars 2. So that's pretty good. The reason they probably casted him in Cars 2 is because of the Prestige. Because the Prestige is so absolutely, incredibly, duplicatively, astronomically, physically, catastrophically, catatonically, incredibly awesome because it's the Prestige. And I love it so much. It's very tough. Ooh, another tough scene. Now we're going to go scene by scene now because there's so many tough scenes in this movie. I want to give shout-outs to some of the toughest ones. When Angier freaking buries Fallon, he buried him alive. They captured his bum ass and they buried him alive. They buried him alive. And he just walks away. Like, so tough. It's so tough. Another scene, obviously. The end scene when Angier gets shot and he's talking to Borden. That's easily the best scene in the movie because everything comes together there. And you're so absolutely shocked. You get chills. You're like, oh my god. It's peak. It's peak cinema. It's so tough. Every moment of it. It's like, for all of the quiche penimus, which means niche peak cinema, I think, moviegoers out there, or anybody who watches old movies, it's like that one part in Citizen Kane, when Charlie Kane is watching his second wife's performance, and he stands up and claps the whole time. That's how I feel about this movie. I could watch The Prestige, probably hanging upside down, like if somebody dared me to do it, and I would still do it because I love the movie that much. It's so beautiful. I love it. I love it so much. I like it a lot. Anyway, another tougher, like very thought-provoking scene before the end is when Borden gets in a fight with his wife right before she hangs herself. But then you like go outside and you see Fallon comforting the child, and then you're like, wait a second. Wait a second. That's not how that works. No. That's what? That's not how it works. That's what? You're like so confused. You're watching that. You're like something here is going on, which you obviously know something there was going on the whole entire time. But then you're like, wait, and then you kind of start to put it together in your mind. You don't really think it's what happens, and then it happens. And you're like, oh my god, oh. Muy tough, muy tough. Um, Another very tough thing about this movie. If anyone's ever actually watched the end credit scene, you'll know that like it's a Chris Nolan movie, so there's nothing that happens during the end credits. But this song comes on. It's called "Analyzed" by Tom York. It's a quiche, very niche, but very tough song. It's peak. It's so good, just like the rest of the movie. Please, Peacock or Disney Plus or Netflix or Paramount Plus or MGM Plus or all the streaming services have Plus in their name. Please, I'm begging you. Please, I need this movie. I need it so bad. I need it so bad. I will sell my family for this to happen. Maybe not, but I think I would because I love this movie so much. I've been talking about it for 20 minutes now without missing a beat because it's amazing and I love it. And it's so very tough. I have a Zoom call in like 30 minutes for something very, very important. And instead of getting ready for that, I am talking about the prestige because it's so prestigious. See, okay, that's another thing I like about the movie. The title being The Prestige, obviously it's the third act of a magic trick, which they make very clear to you in the movie. That's what it's about. But, like, it can also be used to describe the movie. Because, like, The Prestige is very prestigious. Like you get what I'm saying there? That's another dope thing about the movie. That the name is, like, absolutely tough. Like, it's a good name to give to a movie. Like, other movies sometimes, like, it's a tough movie, but then the name is kind of a mouthful. Like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, that's a really good name, but it's like 5 letters long. But then The Prestige, like, it's short and sweet. It makes sense for the movie. Huh. Back to the story. Um, yeah, The Prestige is awesome. I love it. I would marry The Prestige if the movie was a real human person and they were named Prestige. I would marry them. I would marry it. I would marry the Prestige. I would. I would get a marriage certificate and everything to marry it. But apparently now, if I wanted to, I have to pay $4 through Amazon Prime. Why? I don't want to pay $4. I want it for free. And that's what I'm talking about the Prestige here. For like forever. For 23 minutes now. Because I want the Prestige for free. Give it to me. Now. Please. Or like I will. I don't know what I'll do. I will do something. I will drink water. Water is another thing in the Prestige. I like how, like, not callbacks based on the shots, but just callbacks in general. I like how Borden gets framed for Angier's death by him drowning in, like, the water box that the his wife drowned in. Like, that's very tough and very cool, I think. He thinks. I thinks. He thinks. She thinks. Everyone thinks. Everyone thinks that's tough. It's like so like, oh my god. It's like so clichéness. Another thing I like about this movie, okay? Another thing I like about the Prestige is the journals. I think the journals are very tough. How they both have journals and how they both get each other to read the entire journal And then they fake them out at the end. They both do it. It's like these guys were like made for each other. Like literally, they're nearly the same person. Like obviously not true. And that's actually kind of funny because Borden, Fallon, or Alfred. Is his name Alfred? Or I don't know. Everyone's name is. I always just call him Borden. It's something. But Borden and Fallon, like they are basically the same person. But then Angier and Borden and Fallon, I guess, like they're not different. They're all very similar when you think about it in their actions and their psychological methods. I think that's another reason why this movie is so amazing and why it's very sad. It it got nominated for the Oscars, but it didn't win anything. How? How did this not win like best adapted screenplay at the very least? Like the screenplay is so good. Everything about it is great. Like even like what movies came out in 2006 that could have beaten it for adapted screenplay? Wait, hold on. I'm gonna look this up real quick. Okay, coming back from that, Children of Men, Notes on Scandal, Little Children, Borat for some reason, which I think is absolutely hilarious that Borat got nominated for an Oscar. And then I think the reason it lost, The Prestige, The Departed. But the thing is, The Prestige, it wasn't nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay. I think it was nominated for like practical effects, which of course, but it wasn't nominated for screenplay. That's insane. And more people should watch it, which is why it should be on streaming services. Anyway, we're gonna do one last thing. This is probably like point 50. Some one of you guys in the comments, what's the only thing I'm actually on? Just tell me. Last thing, number 50. Something. There's no water left in that. This is one of those movies, like, if it's really late and you're really tired, this movie will keep you awake. Like, there's never not anything going on. There's always something going on at some point and sometime, and it's a confusing movie, so when you're watching it, you might be a bit perplexed. Because it's not the easiest watch, not because it's gory or anything. It's PG-13 Christopher Nolan. This was before he started like really doing his R-rated like masterpieces like Oppenheimer and stuff. Like he already did Memento before. But you'll never be bored watching it. One more thing I think I gotta add. I know I said the last thing was gonna be the last thing, but it wasn't the last thing. One more thing I gotta add. This movie, out of all of Christopher Nolan's movies, feels the most like Tarantino-ish out of all the movies. And what I mean to say by that is, like, if you look at the budget for this movie, like, if you look at the budget for most Nolan movies, it's like 100 million, 200 million. Like, this movie had to make like $300 million at the box office to break even. Like, The Prestige was one of those movies. Basically, it was The Prestige and Memento. And then, like, his other two movies following Insomnia. But The Prestige and Memento are, like, the two Nolan movies that, like, feel niche still. Because everyone still knows all the other Nolan movies. But, like, The Prestige was made on a budget of $40 million. Which sounds like a lot, but for Nolan, it isn't. So I think it's really cool that, in my opinion, his best movie, The Prestige, had one of the lowest budgets. But thank you, guys, for listening to my rant on why they should bring The Prestige back. Thank you. Have a good night. Goodbye.